The Bison Basketball Show with NDSU head coaches Dave Richman and Jory Collins. The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
All righty, Bison Nation, welcome on in to this season's first edition of the Bison Basketball Show, along with Bison Women's head coach Jory Collins. I'm Sam Neidermann. Glad that you're with us. Jory, great to see you. Another season of hoops is underway, my friend. Thanks for being here. How has it been for you and your squad just 3 games into this young campaign?
Yeah, great to be here with you again, Sam. Obviously, start of another season. You know, 3 games under our belt. It's been, I think, probably like a lot of teams at this point in the season. There's been some really good moments and some really moments that we could learn from in all 3 of our games. So I think every coach is going to tell you this time of year it's a process, and you're trying to, you know, put good practices and learn from each game, and that's about where we're at right now.
Yeah,
Dave
3 games in, 2-1 for the Bison women. Wins over Jamestown and Eastern Illinois. We'll take a little bit of a look at Eastern Illinois in a second. Opened up with Drake as well, coach, in a hard-fought game, midday madness in the morning. Tell me what you've seen from your squad these first few contests. What's been the biggest takeaway?
Yeah, I think, you know, we have new players that are growing into some new roles, expanded roles, some players that return that we're asking to do a little more or do a little different than they had to do last year. We have 2 young point guards that we're breaking in that are handling the rock for us this year and distributing and learning things. And you know, all of that takes a little bit of time to mesh. So we've had, you know, we got off to a tremendous start against Drake in the first half. We got off to a great start against Eastern Illinois in the first quarter. Had some letdowns after that. But those big moments, those good moments were, you know, we got to find ways to sustain that. And those are just, the highs are really high, and I really like it. You know, the lows are things that you feel like, hey, we can get those corrected with a few more practices and a few more games. So I've been really happy with what I've seen so far.
Yeah, definitely all par for the course when it comes to non-conference November. Let's get into the highlights for the Bison at home in the Shack against Eastern Illinois. Little non-league matchup. Started things off. Avery Coonan was huge in this one. Knocks down the foul line jumper. Bison off to a 4-0 start. 6-0 just a couple of minutes in. And then into the post, Abbie Draper with the finish, Jory.
Yeah, we got off to a great start here, Sam. I think started off maybe 12-0. We track our 8-second offense, and you'll see a lot of these plays. You know, we're getting the ball up the floor and into the rim at a pretty quick pace. So we were really efficient to start the game. Again, you'd like to be able to maintain that and keep that going a little longer than we did, but multiple players were involved early. And you like to see that the ball's getting spread around and that we're sharing it as good as we did.
Yeah, Bison up 16-7 late first quarter, breaking pressure. How about Claire Stern, the freshman, with the bucket on the other end? Bison up by 9. Abbie Schulte, little reverse scoop, Jory, up by 7 midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, did a good job of turning them over a few times. You can see Graham get the run out there for Avery, and not very many people are going to catch Avery in transition, so turning some defense to offense right there.
Pick things up in the second half. You talked about a couple of new point guards. There's one of them. Molly Lenz knocks down the triple. The Illinois State transfer. Bison lead by 2, 8-10 to go in the third quarter. And how about Lenz once again, the mid-range J?
Yeah, you know, she can score at all 3 levels, mid-range, 3-point shots. I'm trying to get her to shoot it a little more often, but she's fully capable of making all those plays.
And then with the Bison up by 4, Abbie Draper on the inside again. Too much for Eastern Illinois to handle. Bison with the lead, under 8 to go in the third quarter. 4:35 to go in the third. Bison able to get the ball on offense, leading by 3. How about Abbie Kraswinski, coach, with the big 3?
You know, AK is kind of our unsung hero this year. We're asking her to do multiple things, and you know, she steps out, makes a big shot right there. You can see Avery bang that one in. I think you know, her confidence at the 3-point line right now is at an all-time high, and we're asking her to shoot those more often, and that was a big one in the game.
It certainly was. It's our Gate City Bank play of the game. Gate City Bank for a better way of life. AK underneath, everything but the finish. Offensive rebound by Abbie Schulte, and then Avery Coonan once again to polish things off. 1 minute to play. Bison up by 6, and they would hang on for the win. 65-56, the final score against Eastern Illinois. You take a look at the numbers, Jory. Avery Coonan with a double-double, 15-11. Abbie Schulte, 12-7 as well.
Well, you can just see on that last play, both of them had an offensive rebound, got us a second chance point right there. 15 and 11 is pretty good. We'll take that every night out of Avery. She's fully capable of being real close to a double-double player. And it's great to see Schulte going from playing point guard the last couple years to being more of a wing player for us this year, get active on the glass as well.
Yeah, certainly able to get the job done on that last sequence that you saw after the game. Our Nodak Insurance Company player of the game, Avery Kunin.
I know you got off to a great start. Eastern made this a game. Tell us about just finding a way down the stretch. How important was that, especially your baskets down the stretch late in this game?
Yeah, I know we needed someone physical to come kind of step up, but they're a physical team. They're reaching in there, so we just got to be physical and aggressive and get to the hoop, and that's what we did.
Avery, tell me about Monday and learning from that, where you had some critical turnovers down the stretch to prevent that today, to get some big possessions and get baskets down the stretch.
Yeah, I think we just learned from last week, and we really took that to heart and put that into our practice this week and learn and grow, and definitely helped us to get the win today.
Second career double-double. You made a 3 as well. Tell us about that shot, how big that one was.
Yeah, I felt pretty open, so I've been working on that, so pretty confident that it's going to go in.
Congrats on the win. Thanks for the time, and enjoy this one tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Avery Kunin, our Nodak Insurance player of the game for the Bison with a victory over Eastern Illinois. And Jory, you saw the 3 there at the end. She puts up the double-double. How big of a season could Avery have this year with how she's expanded her game?
Well, I mean, she's going to have a breakout year. I think anybody that watched us last year got to see kind of at the end of the season she was much more comfortable than she was early as a freshman. She had a great Summit League tournament and was a real factor in the championship game for us. Was a real factor in the postseason as well. And then just took that into the postseason in the summer and is just a different player, with her confidence, with her physicality. But the great thing about Avery is she's not even close. Her ceiling is really high, and she has a long ways to go to get to it. She's going to be a pretty good player for a long time.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see for her here at her sophomore campaign. Much more to come here on the Bison Basketball Show. When we return, it's time for our Olaf Anderson feature. We're talking with another post for the Herd. It's Abbie Draper. That's on the other side.
More is better, especially with your checking account. More rewards, more convenience. With Gate City Bank, you'll even get a free gift and earn points on every debit card purchase. Sign up today and get 6,000 points. That's enough for more than $50 cash back, just in time for the holidays. You can open your account online in less than 10 minutes. Come see why banking is simply better here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. USA. Call today.
There's something new near NDSU. First Western Banking Trust now has a location on the Bison block, right where you need them to be.
Introducing our newest location, right across from campus. Same great service and same great people you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Temps are starting to drop, and that means Ice Fest 2024 is on its way. Join us Friday through Sunday, November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th for Fargo Shields Ice Fest. Just by showing up, you can register to win over $10,000 worth of prizes, including a fishing trip with Jason Mitchell Outdoors. And even though seasons are changing, one thing that doesn't change is Ice Fest is still the best time of year to get the best deals on all the best equipment for your upcoming ice season. Fargo Shields Ice Fest 2024. It's our 11th year, and it's going to be one you don't want to miss.
Next door, next move. With 45 locations, Gate City Bank is by your side everywhere. With sweeter perks, like free ATMs, and reward points every time you use your debit card. Plus, get 6,000 points just for signing up. That's more than $50 cash back just in time for the holidays. Welcome to banking that's simply better. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Welcome back to the Bison Basketball Show. Sam Neidermann, Jory Collins. It's time for this week's Olaf Anderson feature. We were able to catch up with Bison senior Abbie Draper.
The Bison kick off the 2024 season with a bitter taste in their mouth after coming up just short in the Summit League Championship and the second round of the WNIT.
I thought last year was really fun, and we worked our butts off, and this year is just a whole brand new year. We got a brand new team, and I think we're gonna get right back to where we were and even better.
Helping lead the charge this year is senior Abbie Draper, one of only 2 seniors that has been with the Bison for over 2 years.
I think we have a really good group of girls this year, and it's pretty easy. I don't have to say much around them. They all hold themselves accountable, and it's really fun out there. So I think that we are deeper this year than we were last year, and just being able to see even freshmen step up, Claire, Marissa, Amelia, they're all doing great right now. Having them make those steps, and even the freshmen from last year, our sophomores now, they're all doing great and better than I ever was at that age. And just seeing that is just really motivating.
Draper, a 6'2" forward, has gotten used to being one of the tallest on the floor during her basketball career.
Spin move by Draper. Nice touch with the left hand.
That changes this year with 6 players listed at 6 feet and up.
It's really beneficial, especially when I get Avery on my team for something. She's helping me block shots if I can't guard my own. But just being able to play against that too, getting some extra counter moves, and it's gonna help in the long run for sure.
The long run has eyes locked in on March for Draper and a deep run in the postseason.
We are very competitive. Everyone goes out 100% every single day, and I think that's something that is going to help us in the long run, especially when it comes March. Just making each other better every day, and it's just always a grind.
Abbie Draper in our Olaf Anderson feature. Jory, she certainly adds more to your guys' front line and a lot of leadership for this senior this season.
She does. I'm probably as proud of Drapes as anybody in our program. I think, this is her 3rd year with us, and she's made huge strides every single time that we've tipped off a new season, and this is going to be her best year by far. She's actually probably gotten off to a slow start, but we all know there's a game coming where she's going to break out here real quick and be that consistent performer for us we know she can be.
Yeah, it sounds like she's having a blast, and also good when she's got Avery on her same team in drills. She loved that.
That's a pretty good combo in practice.
Yeah, a lot of blocks right there from those two. It's going to be great. Well, we're going to wrap things up here, Jory. You guys are on the road going to Alaska. This is going to be a big first of many non-conference road trips here. You'll start with Vermont, and then Troy and Alaska Anchorage also with this event.
Yeah, getting ready to be road warriors here for a little bit. Excited to go to a place. It's a great tournament that they put on against some really good competition. So another chance for us to go get better.
Can't wait. Well, travel safe, my friend. Always a pleasure, and looking forward to the rest of the year here with you on the show.
Appreciate it, Sam. Thank you.
Thank you. He's Jory Collins. I'm Sam Neidermann. We're still rolling along here on the Bison Basketball Show. When we return, Coach Dave Richman will join us talking about the Bison men off to their start in the non-conference as well.
More is better, especially with your checking account. More rewards, more convenience. With Gate City Bank, you'll even get a free gift and earn points on every debit card purchase. Sign up today and get 6,000 points. That's enough for more than $50 cash back, just in time for the holidays. You can open your account online in less than 10 minutes. Come see why banking is simply better here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
There's something new near NDSU. First Western Banking Trust now has a location on the Bison block, right where you need them to be.
Introducing our newest location, right across from campus. Same great service and same great people you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back into the Bison Basketball Show. Sam Neidermann along with NDSU men's basketball coach Dave Richman. Coach, great to see you. We're setting the tone once again, but back here on TV, 5 games into the season.
Yeah, certainly a fun time of year. Nobody loves college football more than I do. So to see that coming down the stretch, just some great games, and kudos to our football team and how they're doing. But it's also crossover season, and excited to get this 24-25 version of us fired up, and really fun group that we have. Long ways to go, but a fun group to work with along this pilgrimage.
Yeah, we've seen 5 games of action so far. The Bison at 2-3. Let's take a look back at one of the best ones we've had. It was out on the West Coast in Santa Clara. Coach will pick things up. 3.5 minutes to play. Your squad down by 9, 66-57. Looking to mount a comeback. The Bison trailed by as many as 19 in this game. Here's where the rally would really get going. Jackson Money with a 3-pointer. That brought the Bison within 6. And then it brought us to our assist of the game, brought to you by Jason Bedford with Legacy Financial Partners. Just like every assist matters on the court, Jason Bedford's advisors assist you in building a winning financial game plan. Here it is, Coach Brennan Watkins to Mason Miller. 3-point ball game.
Yeah, I mean, 2 guys that came to us from the portal and have just been terrific additions to us. Great character and obviously tremendous selfless players, and I think that possession right there defines it, where Brennan's able to turn the corner. Mace is open in the corner, makes a big-time shot.
After some free throws by Santa Clara, Jakari White with a deep 3 to put the Bison within 2. 5 seconds to go. Santa Clara misses a free throw. Brennan Watkins gets fouled, Coach, with less than a second to go in regulation.
Yeah, you don't always expect to get those calls on the road, Sam, but fortunately we did. And credit Brennan for not settling. He could have taken a pull-up 3 from deep and not had as high a percentages, but, you know, he stayed on the attack, went to the line, and made just some crucial free throws, obviously, in front of a bunch of his shirtless fans in the back there.
The old shirtless student section didn't have that one on the bingo card. Picked things up in overtime, tied at 70. Mason Miller, a big-time triple. NDSU with its first lead since 6-4. It was back and forth to get things going in the overtime period. Santa Clara with the basket, but then Jackson Money, he really turned a corner here in overtime.
Yeah, they certainly had the upper hand in the first half, and I thought it was a dogfight, you know, in the second half, but we closed that gap and were really terrific in the overtime period. And Jackson made some big-time winning plays at the rim from 3, but he also got a crucial stop, and you saw just what Jackson and we are capable of in that last 5 minutes.
Jakari White with a pass and call for goaltending foul as well. NDSU up by 4, 1:15 to go in the OT, and then here's the dagger, Coach. Jackson from downtown late in the shot clock.
Just see some simple basketball plays, Sam, where Jackson makes a little ball fake to the left, moves the defense just a little bit, and then with his size and skill level to shoot that over the defender and up and in, you know, just a terrific big-time play for Jackson. Obviously led to a terrific win for us.
Yeah, Bison outscore Santa Clara 18-10 in OT. 88-80 the final score after trailing by as many as 19. They beat one of the stronger mid-majors in the nation this year. Look at the final numbers there, Coach. Jackson Money, 19.7 boards. Jakari White, 19 points, a few made 3s, and 5 assists. Jakari certainly off to a nice start for your squad.
Jakari's been absolutely great, and especially up and leading into that game where, you know, both ends of the floor, he's got the ability to impact winning. He can really guard the ball. He can really do some things offensively as far as shooting it in, but also he's got the ability to get into the paint, get downhill for us, which is something that we need and continue to need from Jakari.
No doubt about it. This was the reaction afterwards in the locker room. You've rejoined your team, Coach, and look at the energy. I love it.
Lots of ice on the shoulder, Sam. Lots of ice in the hamstring, hip area, but a great moment. It's something that we work really hard to celebrate these moments. And when you put in that kind of effort, you can see the joy on their faces. And there's no mistake. Our guys, our program earned that victory, and we're going to make sure and enjoy it.
I love it. A little bit of leg drive on the form there for the old fist bump.
It's all about, not drive, it's all about the drag, the right leg drag.
It's like the follow-through.
Into the fist pump, absolutely. Sports is about follow-through, yeah.
That's how it goes, my friend. Yeah, that was well done. Certainly a win to remember for the Bison and a chance to get some momentum. You were looking for that earlier this week. Fell at Southern Illinois, tough shooting performance, and now you've got Crookston coming up here on Thursday before the Thanksgiving tournament down at Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, and it's certainly disappointed in how we were not able to respond, and we didn't show the endurance that we wanted to Monday night against a Southern Illinois team. Certainly we got a lot of respect for Scott Nagy and his program, but we wanted to build, and there's some excuses about, you know, that Jackson Money didn't play, the quick travel after coming back from California. But make no mistake, this program, we haven't been able to sustain the success over the 10-11 years that we've been here by making excuses. You know, we got to figure out ways to get back and get better and stay consistent to our standards, not let feelings, not let excuses trickle into where we want to go. And there's a better version of us out there, and I'm excited to work with excited to work towards that with this group.
No doubt about it. We're going to take our last time out of the program. When we return, time for another Olaf Anderson feature. We're talking with one of the newcomers on this year's Bison men's squad, Luke Kasubke, how he came in and has earned captaincy with the Bison. That's coming up next.
Next door, next move. With 45 locations, Gate City Bank is by your side everywhere. With sweeter perks, like free ATMs, and reward points every time you use your debit card. Plus, get 6,000 points just for signing up. That's more than $50 cash back just in time for the holidays. Welcome to banking that's simply better. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. USA. Call today.
Temps are starting to drop, and that means Ice Fest 2024 is on its way. Join us Friday through Sunday, November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th for Fargo Shields Ice Fest. Just by showing up, you can register to win over $10,000 worth of prizes, including a fishing trip with Jason Mitchell Outdoors. And even though seasons are changing, one thing that doesn't change is Ice Fest is still the best time of year to get the best deals on all the best equipment for your upcoming ice season. Fargo Shields Ice Fest 2024. It's our 11th year, and it's going to be one you don't want to miss.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Life is full of beautiful moments. Adventure, fun, excitement, and sometimes the unexpected can happen. With Nodak Insurance, you can keep doing what you do. Use our technology to file claims quickly online, on your phone, or lean on our award-winning service team so you can get back to what matters, living life uninterrupted. Nodak Insurance. Agents with answers.
Welcome back to the Bison Basketball Show. Along with Dave Richman, I'm Sam Neidermann. Good to have you with us. It's time for this week's Olaf Anderson feature on the men's side. Luke Kasubke came to NDSU with just 1 year of eligibility remaining. He's played on 2 college basketball teams throughout his career, and the Bison are his third. Here's a story of how Luke has come in and earned a spot as captain with the Bison this season.
It's a huge honor, especially a program like this. You know, when I came in, I just tried to use my experience, help the other guys out as much as possible. So to be named a captain is definitely an honor.
To have the amount of experience you do, how much does that help? Granted, you're in a new spot, but you've played college basketball. You've played it for a bit. How much does that help getting acclimated with guys?
No, it definitely helps. I mean, just having an understanding of how college basketball works, and you know, I played guys like Mason Miller, so having that connection is big time. Just getting to know the other guys and helping them out as much as possible.
For me as the head coach, to see Luke Kasubke be able to use his voice, Luke has got my back in the locker room. Not saying to the other guys, hey, you have to like what he's talking about, but here's what he's talking about. Coach loves you. He's going to push you, and he's just been there. He's done it.
Kasubke picked up his dribble. Off balance and gets it to go.
That's just a gritty finish.
What was the first couple months like here? Was it just like a fire hose for you? And even though you've played, that this is a new spot. Granted, you've done the transfer route through it before too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little different. A lot of programs are similar, just do things a little bit different. You know, it did take a little bit of adjustment, but being surrounded with my teammates and this coaching staff, they made it easy for me.
He makes the simple plays. He eliminates the losing plays. He makes shots. He has an experience to use his voice and to help other guys. And you know, again, like I said, the portal was really good to us. And Luke really brings that maturity, that voice, that experience that's needed on the court.
Is there a way to define this team yet?
I think our play will do the talking. I think our style of basketball is very fun to watch. So we're excited to put that product out there, but we're a very unselfish team and just like to share the rock. And you know, on any given night, it could be anybody you know, making the big plays.
Kasubke, one of 3 captains for the Bison this year, along with Jakari White and Noah Federson. Coach, he's certainly been a nice addition to the program. What have you seen from Luke?
You see the beard. You see the voice, and with that comes the experience. And I just am thrilled that Luke Kasubke is a part of our program, a part of our Bison family. He's a player that is certainly extremely capable of helping us on the court. What Bison Nation doesn't see yet, and what they haven't seen and what they're not able to see, is the impact that he's having in our locker room. He brings a wisdom, he brings character, he brings an understanding that is immeasurable right now. And you're right, for him, 2 or 3 months into this thing, to be named a captain by his peers is an unbelievable honor. And he didn't deserve that. He earned that by his reputation in the locker room, by his understanding of the college game. And thrilled to have, you know, Luke be a part of our program. He wants to get into college coaching. You know, part of me wants to talk him out of this crazy profession, but he belongs in this profession. He understands the game. He's great at relationships, and I'm so glad the portal rewarded us with Luke Kasubke.
No doubt about it. Coach, real quick, you got a home game here against Crookston coming up, and then a chance to rally back and finish out the non-conference portion of the schedule before the holidays.
Six-letter word that begins with B. Let's get better, you know, and that's it. This is a process-oriented program. Hopefully that process leads to some terrific results. No matter what happens with the results, we have to continue to get better. And this is what the non-conference challenges are for, to prepare us for conference play, starting right after break. And this is a new group. This is an exciting group. This is a fun group. And we got to continue to work towards and establish the best version of us.
Cannot wait, Coach. Good to see you again.
Thanks, Sam.
Absolutely. For Coach Richman and Coach Collins, I'm Sam Neidermann. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Bison Basketball Show. A big thank you to our WDAY crew. That'll be it for us. We'll see you next time. Go Bison.
The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.